What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to a brand new video here today on the channel. Honestly, I wasn't even going to do any of these, but a lot of people are making these videos, so I said screw it. I might as well make one myself. Welcome to my predictions for the in-season tournament bracket challenge. I am actually going to upload this the day of the Atlanta race, because none of you guys are going to steal my bracket, okay? This is the winning bracket. Me right here, I'm making my winning bracket. I'm taking home $1 million. So be prepared. I am going to take home the $1 million. And you are going to understand and see why after all that. I've got some pretty crazy picks to show you guys. So some of y'all might laugh at me. Some of y'all might think I'm retarded. But hey, this is the winning bracket right here. This is $1 million winning bracket. There's going to be like an hour or two for you guys to try and steal my bracket if you watch this video. But anyway, let's get down to my business and I'll give you my picks for the in-season tournament. First off, we got Denny Hamlin against Ty Dillon. And this is such an interesting first round tournament because the 32 seed could easily knock out the 1 seed just depending on what venue they're at. Like, this doesn't happen in basketball or friggin' football or whatever, but I mean, it could football more than basketball for sure, but I'm taking Ty Dillon. Now, you're probably going to say I'm retarded, but like, Denny Hamlin is god-awful at Atlanta. If that matchup is anywhere other than Atlanta, yes, I know it's Echo Park. I'm not going to call it Echo Park, okay, for the love of God. But if that is anywhere other than Atlanta, I'm taking Denny Hamlin. But Ty Dillon's a good draft track master. And going into Atlanta, that's going to be a tough matchup for Denny Hamlin. A place that he's never really done too well at. He's either crashed if he's running up front or just ran at the back. So, call me crazy, but I got Denny Hamlin going out in round 1. I mean, there's definitely going to be more incentive for Denny Hamlin, right? Specifically having to beat the 10 car, but I've got Denny Hamlin getting the dub. Ty Dillon getting the dub over Denny Hamlin. Next up is Kyle Busch versus Brad Keselowski. RCR might have a real shot at winning this race, and I mean, Keselowski and all the RFK guys are probably going to play second best of the Fords to Team Penske. But this is a very compelling matchup. This is a matchup that could very well go either way. My gut's going to say Kyle Busch. My gut says Kyle Busch. This is a very, very, very compelling matchup, but I just think Kyle Busch will have the edge in the end. If he can put a full race together, man, he can definitely get the job done on a super speedway. It's definitely his best bet these days, which is honestly kind of sad to think about. Next up, you got Alex Bowman versus Joey Logano. Now, Logano, he's in a Team Penske at Atlanta. I mean, Bowman could shock, but when I think of good Atlanta racers, Bowman does not appear on that list. So I am going to take the 22 of Joey Logano. I think Logano gets the job done for Team Penske. Now, this is another compelling matchup. Bubba Wallace versus Daniel Suarez. I mean, Suarez is one of the best Atlanta racers in the field. And Bubba is, man, he's one of the best plate racers out there. Best in the draft. He always seems to be up there in these races. Suarez was not good there earlier in the year, but I feel like this is Suarez's best bet to get into the playoffs besides Sonoma. Well, Sonoma's probably his next best shot. I'm going to go with Bubba Wallace. That one will be close, but I think Bubba Wallace takes the dub over Daniel Suarez. We also got John Hunter Nemechek against Josh Berry in this one, so this is another compelling one. I mean, John Hunter Nemechek's been on a great run of form this month, getting a lot of good top finishes. And Josh Berry, I mean, he's in a Wood Brothers Team Penske affiliated 21. The 21 is the 21 seed. That's kind of funny. I am going to go with Josh Berry for this one. Josh Berry is actually my pick to win this Atlanta race. So, yeah, that one could go either way, but I got the 21 getting the dub in that one. Chase Elliott will face Ty Dillon in matchup number 6. That is a compelling matchup, too. Because, I mean, Elliott Atlanta, he never really seems to do that great. And Austin Dillon, he's either up at the front or he wrecks. That's pretty much what I find about Austin Dillon on these plate tracks. So, My gut says Elliott. Elliott can finish a race better than Austin Dillon, so I am going to take Chase Elliott. Next up, Ross Chastain against Eric Jones. Oh my god. People are going to forget, Chastain's been at the front a lot at Atlanta. He had a real shot to win that February race if he didn't get a bad restart in overtime. I'm going to go with Ross. I think Ross will get the dub there against Eric Jones. Going to be a tight matchup, but I like Ross. Eric is a great Atlanta racer too. He could definitely catch a draft at points. We'll see. Now, this is a matchup where you could genuinely see a high-rated driver getting eliminated, as Christopher Bell takes on Ricky Stenhouse Jr. Ricky Stenhouse Jr., you would consider one of those guys who's a master of the draft, can work his way up, find and slice and dice for spots when need be. Oh, who am I going to take? Who am I going to take? It's close. Bell is the most recent winner here at Atlanta. Stenhouse got a top 5 in that race, I'm pretty sure. Screw it, I'm going for Chris Bell. Sorry, Ricky Stenhouse, but I'll go for Chris Bell. Man, there's still so many matchups left. Oh my god. So, this first round, man, is so full. But anyway, Briscoe versus Noah Gragson. Noah Gragson has been historically bad at the new Atlanta, but Briscoe is one to crash out of these kind of races too. Like, Briscoe doesn't seem to be up at the front contending a whole hell of a lot, so I'm gonna say Briscoe crashes out of Atlanta. I'll give the nod to Noah Gragson on that one. Kind of crazy to think about, but two former SHR boys going at it for the next round of the in-season tournament. Next up is Ryan Preece versus William Byron. This is another compelling matchup. Preece has got the momentum on his side, the manufacturer on his side, and William Byron's got the experience and 2 Atlanta wins on his side. Oh, yeah, this one's going to come down to... This one's really going to come down to the wire, I think. William Byron, Ryan Preece, that could go either way. That could really go either way. I'm going to go... Call me crazy. I'm going to go Ryan Preece. I'm going to say Ryan Preece knocks out William Byron. Then you got Blaney versus Carson Hocevar. Now, Blaney is obviously in probably the odds-on favorite to win this race. Carson Hocevar probably would have won this race last February if the caution doesn't come out when it does. So that is really compelling too. Will Blaney get the dub, or will Hocevar sneak his way in and upset the field? Hocevar actually crashed Ryan Blaney when they were racing at Atlanta earlier in the season. Oh, that's a tight one. That is a very tight one. This has got great matchup written all over it too. Oh yeah, have a look at this. You can get some head-to-head stats at Atlanta. So here's your starts. Best finish for both of these guys is second. Average finish. Ooh, okay, yeah. A lot of stats are leaning in Blaney's favor. Oh, I'm going to go with Ryan Blaney, but jeez, that's going to be tight. Now, this is when I want to have a look at the stats at Kyle Larson and Tyler Reddick. Best finish for Larson here is third. Reddick's is fifth. Same amount of starts in the next-gen era. Average finish, Larson is average finish is 26. Reddick is 21st. And Reddick has 2 top 10s versus Larson's 1. Larson's super speedway craft has gotten a lot better this season. But can we fully trust him to not wreck out? I just feel like Tyler Reddick's the safer pick here. He's been up front at a lot of these plate races. He won at Talladega last year. I remember in 2023, Reddick was at the front for a lot of that race too. I am going to take Tyler Reddick to upset Kyle Larson there. That could be an interesting one right there. But anyway, Michael McDowell versus AJ Allmendinger. The only people who like this matchup is Ty Gibbs and Justin Haley, knocking off another road course contender for the Chicago street race, and probably whoever comes out of this part of the bracket saving that matchup for Sonoma. Michael McDowell's a much better plate racer than Allmendinger, in my opinion. That is just how I see it. I am going to go with Michael McDowell. Like, have a look at the stats here. McDowell versus Allmendinger here at Echo Park. I mean, actually, Allmendinger's got a when did Allmendinger finish third here at Atlanta? I don't remember that. I mean, Allmendinger's got a better average finish, but McDowell's got more top 10s and more starts. It's a tight one, but I do think McDowell's the better plate racer. I am going to go with Michael McDowell. Ty Gibbs or Justin Haley. If Ty Gibbs comes out of this matchup, it creates a very compelling matchup against Michael McDowell or AJ Allmendinger in Chicago. but I am going to take Justin Haley. Ty Gibbs has not shown the speed at the new Atlanta, so I'm going to give Justin Haley the nod there. It's a close one, but on a plate track, give me Justin Haley over Ty Gibbs any day of the week. Now, Zane Smith versus Austin Cindric. A lot of people are counting Zane out. I'm not going to count Zane out here, but the odds are definitely in Austin Cindric's favor. Austin Cindric, if he didn't get wrecked by Kyle Larson in February, he probably would have won that Atlanta race. Winner at Talladega earlier in the year. I'm going to say Austin Cindric. No offense to Zane. Zane's a good guy, but I just think Cindric gets the nod here. Now, this is one I want to have a look at the stats at. Buescher versus Gilliland. Gilliland's best finish is 15th. It feels like he runs so much better here. Gilliland does have a better average finish. Buescher has 2 top 10s more than Todd Gilliland, though, so... Oh, that's compelling. That is compelling. With the RFK Alliance, I will say Chris Buescher, but that one is going to be a very, very tight matchup, to say the least. But who does that leave us with? I should start down here. You got Cindric versus Buescher, and this is all at Chicago. Haley versus McDowell, the Battle of Spire. Reddick versus Blaney. Gragson versus Priest. Chastain versus Bell. Berry versus Elliott. Logano versus Bubba. And Ty Dillon versus Kyle Busch. Interesting. Let's get into round number 2. Well, let's nail through these pretty quickly. Stats of the Chicago Street Course between Ty Dillon and Kyle Busch. Well, I think you guys would know who I'm going to pick there. I'm obviously picking Kyle Busch. And I mean, as long as he doesn't wreck out, he should be fine. Ty Dillon will probably wreck out before he does at Chicago, so I'm going to take Kyle Busch. Joey Logano versus Bubba Wallace. Now, this one's actually a tough one. How's their stats at Chicago? They're not good. Both of them are not good road course racers, but Logano's got a best finish of 8th. Bubba has a best finish of 13th. Why do I just feel like Logano's going to jam his way through this one? I mean, Chicago is an honorary home race for 23XI and Bubba Wallace. My gut says Bubba, but my head says Logano. I'm going to go with my gut. I'm picking Bubba Wallace over Joey Logano. Kyle Busch versus Bubba Wallace. No, good grief. Now we have Josh Berry versus Chase Elliott here at Chicago. And I mean, Berry only has the 1 start. He didn't have a very good Chicago street race last year, but I mean, without torrential rain, I see Elliott being the better man for the job here. It's going to be a tight one between those two, but I see Chase Elliott getting the job done against Josh Berry. Josh Berry is a pretty decent road course racer when it's not torrential downpouring out, but Ross Chastain versus Christopher Bell. Bell's really good at the Chicago street course. Chastain just never really seems to be here, and looks like Chastain has finished 22nd in both years he's raced in this, so I'm giving it to C-Bell. I got C-Bell over Chastain in that one. I mean, the stats really speak for themselves, but I think Bell's been a lot better at the Chicago street course than Chastain is. He's won stages. He's been leading laps. Those are the stats you don't see in that thing. But yeah, Ryan Preece and Noah Gragson neither have a top finish at the Chicago street race. But yeah, I don't remember this ever being a good track for Noah Gragson, especially 2023. 2023 was a rough one for Noah G at Chicago. I am going to go with Ryan Preece to beat Noah Gragson in that one. Could be tight, but I see Priest being more consistent and better off at Chicago. Chicago. But anyway, Ryan Blaney versus Tyler Reddick here at Chicago. Man, if you guys don't know who I'm picking here, you're silly. I'm picking Tyler Reddick. Tyler Reddick is probably his best shot of the season to win a race now. Is probably Chicago. Like, the 45 team has just not looked the same. They really haven't. And I mean, if Tyler Reddick gets the win, then great. He's probably not going to beat SVG, man. SVG is just something else at this place. But it's gonna be something to see what Tyler Reddick can do here in this in-season tournament. Maybe this can be the shot in the arm the 45 team needs. I don't know, but I just don't think Ryan Blaney's going to be as good as Tyler Reddick on the street course. Sorry, Blaney fans. Michael McDowell versus Justin Haley on the Chicago street course. It's Michael McDowell. It's Michael. Oh yeah, Justin Haley does have a second here, doesn't he, in 2023? I mean, he did kind of luck into that one, but still. Michael McDowell's finished in the top 10 both years here. Better average finish. I'm picking Michael McDowell. He's just a better road course racer. I put more trust in him than Haley. Sorry, Justin Haley fans, but Austin Cindric versus Chris Buescher. Oh, man. What? I got to see the stats on this one. Okay, so Cindric has a better finish. His best finish is higher. The average finish is 4 spots higher for Cindric. They have a top 10 apiece. I am just barely going to give it to Cindric. That one is a very tight one, though. That could go either way. But for the next round, that leaves us with McDowell versus Cindric, Priest versus Reddick, Elliott versus Bell, and Busch versus Bubba Wallace. Okay, so at Sonoma, like, okay, yeah. And these are all next-gen stats, too, so I believe. Yeah, because, well, it says Kyle Busch only has 3 starts at Sonoma. When did Kyle Busch finish at Sonoma? Was that last year or the year before? I don't know, man. I honestly don't know, but Kyle Busch versus Bubba Wallace. I'm going to give the nod to Kyle Busch. He's just a better road course racer, and he steps it up. Like, if you've seen Coda earlier in the year, he was good. Kyle was good in Mexico City before he decided to do something stupid in the rainy braking zone. But anyway, Elliott versus Bell. What's the Sonoma stats looking like? Okay. So Elliott's best finish at Sonoma is 4th. Average finish, Elliott is 9 positions higher, and Elliott has actually finished in the top 10 of every Sonoma race he's had in the next-gen era. That's very compelling. That is very, very compelling. Part of me wants to take Chase Elliott. Part of me really wants to take Chase Elliott. But yeah, honestly, Bell's consistency has kind of died off since those 3 wins he had earlier in the year. He got that win at the All-Star race, but has never really had winning speed. I'm going to say Chase Elliott. He's a great road course racer. I'd say Elliott gets the job done. Tyler Reddick versus Ryan Preece. It's got to be Reddick. You would think it has to be Reddick. Like, 3 starts compared to Preece's 2. Best finish of 8th and 13th. Average, oh wow, Priest beats. Wow, okay. And Reddick does have a top 10 though, whereas Priest doesn't. I am gonna go Tyler Reddick. Tight one, but I'd say Tyler Reddick. And McDowell versus Cindric. McDowell is a Sonoma beast. McDowell is very much a Sonoma beast. I'm giving the edge to Michael McDowell at Sonoma. And that leaves us with a semi-final. No offense, Cindric, but I just think McDowell's gonna be better. That leaves us with the semifinal of Reddick versus McDowell and Kyle Busch versus Chase Elliott, dude. Oh my god. What's their Dover stats looking like? So, Kyle Busch. Oh, now we're going to career stats between Kyle Busch and Chase Elliott at Dover. Elliott has 2 Dover wins. I know that. Kyle Busch actually beat Chase Elliott for a Dover win in 2017. Oh, man. Kyle Busch versus Chase Elliott. Oh, my gut tells me Elliott, man. He's just more consistent. I don't trust the 18 to finish races on a regular oval. But, I mean, looking back to earlier in the season, on the other concrete tracks, Elliott wasn't that great at Bristol. I mean, Kyle Busch wasn't great either. And Nashville, Kyle Busch was not hot. Neither was Chase Elliott. But I'd have to say Elliott was the better driver out of those 2 races on the concrete tracks, especially heading into a Dover race like that. So I'm going to say Kyle Busch. And Michael McDowell versus Tyler Reddick. Michael McDowell's just never had an opportunity at Dover. So 2311 cars are going to be faster as long as Tyler Reddick doesn't have a problem. I think Tyler Reddick beats Michael McDowell. I already have the margin between 0.01 and 100 seconds or whatever. But I'm going to say it's 4 seconds between the leader and Chase Elliott versus Tyler Reddick as the finale. Oh my God, man. Here, I'll zoom it up a little bit so you guys can see. Man, that's tight. What are the stats on that one? So, Elliott has 7 starts at the Indy Oval. Tyler Reddick has 2. Best finish at the Indy Oval for Reddick is 2nd. He was 2nd last year, wasn't he? I think he was. And yeah, Reddick's average finish is way better. They share the same top 10s. The in-season tournament's going to be won by Tyler Reddick, isn't it? I just think he's faster than Chase Elliott, even in a bad season. I'm going to say Tyler Reddick wins the in-season tournament. Well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. That is my bracket. That is the winning bracket for the NASCAR in-season tournament. If you tail this bracket, you are winning $1 million. Mark my words. We are going 16 for 16 in round 1, 8 for 8 round 2, 32 for 32 round 1, 16 for 16 round 2, 4 for... I don't even know what the hell I'm doing anymore. That probably shows in my bracket. I am gone and dead inside. Oh my god. But anyways, guys, if you enjoyed this bracket challenge, don't forget, make your bracket. I'm going to try to put a link in the description below. You just got to go to this NASCAR.com website, fill out your bracket, do your thing. Let me know what you guys have. Who's your winner of the in-season tournament? Let me know in the comments down below. And I'll catch you guys for the next video that we do. We'll probably react to my bracket after Indianapolis and after the TNT schedule or portion of schedule. So, oh, excuse me. Should be a fun one, guys. But until then, take care and bye.